Yeah. And once again, I come back in front of this microphone and I ask myself, how can you be a victim and an accomplice at the same time? And who am I talking to? Oh, I'm talking to the Black American women that I have to keep constantly pushing back on social media against, because a lot of them have this whole mindset that they just been running wild with all this rhetoric about, black men don't care about them, black men hurt them the most, black men don't protect them, blah, 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 blah. And there's men out there every day who just do that. That just basically protect them, no questions asked. There's men out there who protect their children, who happen to be daughters as well. You don't see no black man with his two kids and just say, here's my daughter, just leave my son alone. You don't see that. And while I'm saying, how can you be a accomplice and a victim? Because I see it every day. I'm in the park. You see a bunch of Negroes just doing nothing but being degenerates, And guess what? You got a couple of females sitting right there alongside them, or you got a couple of them sitting about 10, 15 feet away, hoping that one of these guys will give them the time of day or pay attention to them. So they go set up shop. It'd be a bunch of cosmetically challenged sisters who set up shop, a lot of them obese and stuff. I'm not even trying to be funny, but I'm just giving you an astute observation. And you see it. And you see a lot of them in the earshot and the eye range of these guys, because these women want to be picked by these men. But these are the same women who will come home, get on social media, or they will pick up their phones and they will argue with you because you call out the type of woman they are, but they don't want to admit that they that type of woman. It's very easy to be the victim in a lot of situations because that removes and absolves all type of responsibility for your own actions. And a lot of people in the black community lack that. They really do. So you see, you can't be the victim and the accomplice at the same time. You always got and you can tell, you probably got that one female in the group that probably been passed around and she's happy about that. Or you got that one who act just as niggerish as the dudes around her. That's somebody. Do you want to wife that up? I'm talking to the everyday, hardworking black man. Do you want to wife up somebody like that belongs to the streets in more ways than one? I don't think so. So, your reputation, it comes down to that. Your reputation for being a hood B. Your reputation for gravitating to nigga shit. That tells a lot about you. So what are you? You can't say you're not protected. You putting yourself out there in the thick of it. Y'all be the first one screaming when Pookie next to you gets shot. But you out there along with him drinking, telling other dudes to suck your dick and all this other type of things. But then you call out a black woman who has more wholesome values than you. You'll call her a pick-me. And a lot of the women online pretend to be these educated women, these women of stature, these women who are above the men, but they will log off and be out there with them. They're one and the same, man. A lot of these women who complain about black men be around that type of man that they complain about. Maybe deep down inside they're tired of getting passed around, but they don't want they don't want a regular dude. They don't. And that's where the play of insanity comes in, where you keep making the same mistakes and expecting different results. And then you'll hear well, the heart wants what the heart wants. And I'm like, well, my heart don't want you, lady, because you're stupid. You know? And there's a lot of dumbass niggas out there too. But y'all can go be dumb together. And they like it that way, but they don't like being called what they are at face value. You get what I'm saying? They don't like being called what they are at face value. You could be indirectly talking about something that they'll get offended about, and they will come after you with piss and vinegar. I've had a lot of encounters with black females on social media about that, and in real life. And then that makes them even more attracted to you, which is just a mind fuck on its own. But you can't be the victim and accomplice simultaneously. You can't be out there under dudes doing things like this. Or anyway, what I'm trying to say is, it's like this. Your desires encourage a lot of these guys to do things like that. If you around guys that call you all out your name and it makes you feel special, or you throwing it right back at them, these guys ain't going to change. You can't be like, oh, these niggas out here ain't got no respect, blah, 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 this, that, and the fourth, and you out there giving it as good as you get it when it comes to disrespect. You can't be disrespectful and then expect to be respected. And that's a problem with a lot of black American women, especially the ones who be running their mouths on social media. They have this whole thing where you're just supposed to just put up with their malarkey. You're just supposed to just put up with it. No questions asked. Why? Because she's black like you, and like Organic says, and like a lot of other guys would say too, it's because she got puss. And you think, well, she thinks that's what controls the situation. You can get a lot of idiots to do things for you, but you ain't gonna get you a guy that's worth a grain of salt that way. And this is why you continue to get passed around, because you thinking maybe one day, one of these pookies might see wifey in me. No. No, they don't. You done ruined that when you became a church tray. You became a tithe tray for their little congregation. And you're getting passed around, and they're not putting dollars in you, they putting semen in you and on you. Cream pie in you. Then you end up with a couple of babies maybe. Or you end up getting your inside scraped out so much that you can't have kids no more. And then you're just more damaged goods. Well, you're damaged goods in more way than one. And a lot of people might be wondering, why, Kareem, why you got so much piss and vinegar lately? Because look, it's like this. I hear it, I see it, and I understand that black American men, collectively, a lot of us need to get our act together. But I am sick and tired of it being just a one pony show. You get what I'm saying? We need to collectively, as black people, get our shit together. But what I say here, do not deflect from what black men need to get theirs together. I know that, and I'm gonna get into that in this video too. So let me start with that. I see a lot of black men out here, and a lot of them claim that they do the things they do for family. Like one guy told me that he hustled, he go hard in the paint and he hustled. He's like, you see that? This is my second child right here. And I'm looking like, I'm saying to myself like, oh, all right, I see you. I'm like, yo, don't end up like your boy. I had to patch up his boy. His boy got shot in his legs, and I had to fix his legs and stabilize him before the EMTs came and got him off the scene. Because I'm an EMT also, in front of my house. But you going hard in the paint because you have kids to feed. And I'm saying to myself, like, and the thing is, you got a girlfriend, you have 2 children by her. Not both of your children are by her. And I'm saying to myself, dude, you got to find a better way. Somebody out here, and I know it's hard because a lot of people have this whole thing where once you get a criminal record, it's hard for you to get a job. Yes, it is hard for you to get a job. It is. But I've known people, black men, who have transitioned themselves out of selling drugs. I'm not here encouraging having a 9-to-5 and having a street hustle at the same time. But eventually you're going to have to realize you got to transition your way out. You got to start somewhere. And you can say it's money this, money that. But your woman should be helping you out to get your life right, because a lot of them don't seem to think that their day will come. Being out there, it comes when you least expect it. You think homie that got shot in his legs, or the other person got killed down the street from me at the beginning of this year, you think they just were like, wow, it's a good day to die today. Let me just walk outside. No, they didn't say that. Death comes from you when you least expect it, especially when you about that life. When you about that life comes for you like that. And a lot of Negroes need to stop making excuses about what they need to do to get their act together. See, a lot of dudes lack humility. A lot of black people in general lack humility. They always talk about, what we had to do during slavery. I don't want to go back to doing that. I'm like, okay, fine. Right. So what I do for a living, you call that slavery? Working I can't even say 9 to 5, working a 9 to 9, basically. You think that's slavery? So you're going to shame a working class person because the money isn't as fast as selling poison to your own people. Okay? So that's how you think. See, that's ignorance right there. That's ignorance. People that I'm just doing the only thing I know that I can do. I've known people who transitioned themselves out of that life. You hear about rappers doing that. Now, I ain't saying you gotta go and be a rapper or anything, but you can transition yourself out of this life. Stop making excuses. A lot of you Negroes make a lot of excuses about what you don't want to do and stuff because of your pride. You need to check your pride and your ego. Like I told you a couple weeks back, I told this young female I had as a patient, put your ego aside. If you have mental health issues that you don't like the person you are, you don't like this feeling, you need to get help, and you need to stop thinking what other people will think about you, because those people do not care about you. We all about image. I just was talking to the antisocial socialite on her live stream yesterday, and a lot of people will hide abuse of a family member. They will hide the abuse that they've been subjected to, all because of image and pride. What will the neighbors think about us? I'm like, what about your child? Okay? What about yourself? And getting back on subject about a lot of Negroes, I had one today as a patient. This man has been off his medication. He's schizophrenic, bipolar. He's been off his medication for over a year, or just about a year. This man came up to me and my partner on post in our vehicle and said he's feeling like he's having an episode. He don't know what to do. He's tired of feeling like this. He's homeless. He's a homeless black man from Georgia, all the way up here. He was in Georgia, then in Philadelphia, and then he's here. Homeless. Without medication. All because people give up on people like that. You know, once you have certain attacks, you don't have nobody around you to help, that encourages you to take your medication, and nobody has power of attorney over you. A lot of people end up like that. A lot of Negroes. This is why we got so many black men out here that's homeless right now. A lot of homeless black men out here from Cali to New Jersey. And a lot of them have psychological issues that they never got rectified because of ego, pride, because of a lot of things. And it starts with the family, y'all. It starts with the family. A lot of families, black families, mental health is a taboo issue in black families. This is why you have all these people who talk about mental health awareness with black people. I've seen it before I became an emergency medical technician. I've seen it. I've seen it myself. Because before I was out there saving people, I was pushing a broom in a hospital. That's right. I was cleaning operating rooms. I was sanitizing operating rooms. I was volunteering as a EMT on the side. And I've then seen it in the hospitals, and I've seen it out there. A lot of people have this whole thing where they've had issues and they've turned to other drugs because they're cheaper to get. They can go out there and beg. They can go out there. A lot of the females been out there, so they be out there sucking dick to get medication and feel better, to get drugs to feel better. A lot of them. You got guys out there who will clean the front of your house and ask you for $5 so they can go get high. You know, there was one day, I think it was my birthday or something. I was coming back from some place. I parked my car around the corner and I was walking down the street, and this lady, she was a drug addict. She was about in her 50s. And she like, hey, how you doing, handsome? I was like, oh, how you doing, man? And stuff. She was like, oh, you look strong, this, that, and the fourth. And stuff. But she said, what you got in that box? I was like, I got some pizza. I was like, would you like a piece? She said, yeah, that's all I want. I'm hungry. You don't understand. I'm so hungry. I would take the food. So I gave her a slice of pizza, and she said, thank you so much. You're so kind. Okay? You see what was happening, right? She was propositioning me because she wanted to probably, buff my knob. But actually, she needed just to eat. So cut out the buffing the knob, the hook and the prostitution, and gave her the food because that was her end goal. She out there doing that to get stuff to eat. And it ain't, like I said, and a lot of these women you understand. I've noticed this, and it's strange. Black men, we don't get respect from the functional female for the most part when it comes to black women. We got a problem. But you will see a lot of these fiend out women go out and they will buff your pole with all these other men out here. I work out in the street. I done seen a lot of them. Me and my partner was talking about the lady who's at the that lady who looks homeless and look like she got the package, but she out there trying to sleep with people at the truck stop to get money. And you will follow these females and you find out that they are supporting a fiend who's even deeper, a man that's even deeper in the rabbit hole than they are. Deeper. But she don't have no respect for you, working class black man. But when she's down in the dumps, she's doing what she need to do. Using her body, ravaging her body, giving and getting diseases to support her and her junkie boyfriend or husband's drug habit, right? Does it make sense? No, it doesn't. That woman is more loyal. And I've seen white women who are drug addicts, Hispanic women, and black women be more loyal to degenerates than they are respectful to working class black men. And they wonder why they end up out there with that black man, or that with that black man who ain't shit. Because their priorities are fucked up and their energies in wrong shit. Like Kendrick Lamar said in Hood Politics. Our priorities are fucked up, energy and wrong shit. Can't respect you for calling them out and trying to demand better. No, they want to always just bring up like your shortcomings, which I know. You know, I don't mean to throw stones and live in a glass house, but you can't get on me and paint broad pictures of black American men without painting broad pictures of black American women and their bullshit too. Okay? Why is it so hard for good black men and women to get along? And it all comes down to accountability. But I'll digress. So anyway, y'all, because I'm a Fury, I'm here, and now I'm out. Peace.